I'm the president of the Alliance Française of Providence, which is the French society. It's the local chapter of a worldwide network of 1,000 similar organizations. I lived in France for 38 years. I came here in 1986, I know these journalists who were massacred. I don't know them personally, but they accompanied my youth, my political come of age, and that's why I feel very strongly that I should be here today.
Right.
I'm American too, and that's why we're here, and to show solidarity to the French nation, and that we are here together to protect our democracy, our common values. I think that's the gist of the problem here. I mean, the mood. To be honest with you, these people tried to take us down, but the whole country stood up. I mean, you had popular gatherings in every single city in the country. Tomorrow there'll be a giant march, with the President of France, the Chancellor of Germany, the Prime Minister of England being in the front row and marching, from Place de la Nation to Place de la République. And so now I think it has spurred an unbelievable sense of unity and of respect to the victims, the police, who did a good job, and the symbolism of that is that this is an organ of press, and we feel very strongly that they would have the same freedom that we hope other newspapers and in France and here in this country would have. So that's the symbol. The symbol is freedom of the press. I told my wife, I said, this is just as if a commando came on the set of Saturday Night Live,
right.
And killed, Amy Poehler and people like that. They were just as famous. Volinsky, one of the major cartoonists, has been at it for 50 years. I mean, I grew up in France, and when I was 20, this guy was already, drawing, and so same thing. Then came Cabu, the other guy, and Charb, and so on and so forth. So they are very well known. Not everybody reads Charlie Hebdo. Not everybody likes Charlie Hebdo.
Right.
But I think everybody feels very strongly that Charlie Hebdo should not die.
Well, sure. But no matter where you are on the political spectrum, that's
right.
Absolutely the case. Oh, you had said that you grew up, but like you said, your political coming of age.
Right.
Was that Charlie Hebdo? Was that?
I was of the generation of 1968, when there were those upheavals in Paris, and that's when these newspapers came out.
Okay.
The first one was called Harakiri, and Volinsky was already there, and then they were banned because they had a very, very offensive first page when de Gaulle died, and so the government banned them. So they created another one, Charlie Hebdo, which has been in existence since then. That's since 1970. I think there is more restraint in this country in lampooning politicians or religious people, that kind of thing. I think, but over there, there is a tradition of irreverent humor and with no barriers, and it goes back to the 17th century. I mean, there's no, it's nothing new, But I think they brought it to a point where some people might object that it was too somewhat exaggerated at some point, and offensive to the Muslims. So some people might argue about that.
Right. But there are Muslims here too. I mean, with you today. So
yeah, I know.
This is a very nice house show. I mean, it's not, it's a little bit different. So that's great.
We're all in this together.
Yes.
And I think the key, is to be together to defend our democracy. And I think we live in dangerous times, and we might not realize it so much. But I told the lady at Channel 6 that, when the fascism was rising in the 20s, people didn't object too much.
Right.
But slowly that movement kept growing, and so it's a different set of circumstances, a different set of characters,
Right.
but there are many similarities.